Making an album is such a complex yet beautiful thing. It can help you find yourself and heal old wounds, but also pull you to the brink trying to perfect it. Making an album is a beautiful thing, and this is the story of one of them.
How the hell am I supposed to keep my head clear when everything is off the rails? I buy a pack of cigarettes just to burn them out. It's good to feel control somehow.
So we're going to look at the first track on the album, which is called Little Moment of Anticipation. And the idea with this song was introduce the album as a whole. The last album, Oblivion, the first song is called Start Again. And I kind of liked having that short little instrumental to kind of welcome you to the album as a whole. The second song on Vacationland, which is called Repossess. Now, Repossess has been out for a while. It was one of the first singles released. And Repossess itself looks at this idea of trying to get back to things you've lost, particularly like innocence, things that we lose as we grow up into adulthood. The song is really driven by these arpeggiated guitar lines that I actually found in an old voice memo. The original version of Repossess, which we'll listen to right here,
Feeling overworked in a tropical swell. I know the pressure mountain. I know you can't tell.
is very different. It's very synth driven. It's not really guitar driven. Taking it from that to this new version, which became the final version, was really driven by that arpeggiated guitar part. That kind of set up the whole new direction for the song. If you want to hear the original demo in full, you can find it on physical copies of Vacationland and also digital downloads on Bandcamp. Track number 3, Alpine Meadow. Alpine Meadow actually started as a take on a Beach Fossils song. So if you listen to Beach Fossils, particularly Bunny, this album Bunny, was a lot of influence onto this song. The idea behind the lyrics was really looking at a relationship between two people who are very close, but each person viewed that relationship a little bit differently. And it eventually reaches this breaking point when they go to Alpine Meadow, where they have to face where we actually stand. And it turns out at the end, they're not in the same place in terms of where they want the relationship to go. And it ends up making the narrator of the song question everything about what they're doing kind of in their direction of life. The original demo, which we'll listen to right now,
Young and drunk on the overpass, you asked if I thought this could last. Took in the smell of your hair.
is a very stripped back version of the final version, as you would expect from a demo. And I didn't really change too much, just added some extra layers to fill things out a little
I
bit.
felt your heart beating like mad. Hard to believe it's all gone now. It slipped right through my hands somehow.
Track number 4, which is called Baby Come Back. Now, Baby Come Back started with a splice loop that Davis, here's a picture of Davis. There's Davis. That Davis found. So here is some of the original demo that we'll listen to right now.
I can't help it, baby. My head's such a mess.
In the the original demo, you can hear the guitar parts are a little bit different, but the vocal and the melody are where they ended up at the end of the song. The key part of this song is the bass line, which is not in the demo. And that's kind of the driving force behind also the lead line and structure of what makes Baby Come Back, Baby Come Back. If you listen closely, you also hear the glockenspiel, which, as any avid Western Jaguar fan would know, the glockenspiel is used quite often because it's just a great instrument and it's not used enough in modern music, I don't think. Lyrically, as the song would entail, being called Baby Come Back, it's looking at somebody who has lost a relationship, somebody they cared about, but there's this twist to it where it's with somebody that this person and their partner both agreed was not a good person, somebody they disliked, somebody they would trash talk, and now their baby is with this other person. So it kind of explores how the narrator deals with that situation and what happens to them as they go through that.
Don't detach, baby, come back. There's so much left to say. I can't escape the pain.
Track 5 on Vacationland, it's called Melancholia. This was an interesting one because it started very much as an accident. A lot of times I'll have kind of a set idea going into a song, but with this one, it just kind of happened. Sometimes you just sit down and a song comes out, and that's really how this song started. It was originally called TV Lights and Sounds, and we'll listen to a little bit of that demo right now.
I don't wanna be this scared. I don't wanna fear the next year. But I know that I'll let you down.
But the song didn't really change much from that original demo, just adding layers, adding a little more interest to the actual instrumentation. The song really hits on things like anxiety and kind of wondering about how you fit into an ever-changing modern world. I particularly feel this is one of the strongest lyrical songs on the album, and I think there's a lot of themes in here that will resonate with a lot of people who are dealing with the rushed nature of modern life right now.
I don't wanna be this sad. I don't wanna die with regret. Just can't seem to break it off. Can't seem to break.
Track 6 from Vacationland, which is called The Brightest Ray of Darkness. Now, this song actually began after I read a book. The song actually came to be after I read a book by Ethan Hawke. It's called A Bright Ray of Darkness. And in the story, the main character is an actor and he's kind of struggling with things going on in his life. There's this big scandal about him cheating on his wife who was super popular, and it just kind of sends him into a spiral. I was really inspired by the vision and the imagery of this book to create this short little song. So a lot of the lyrics in the song, if you read the book, there's a connection between those lyrics and book by Ethan Hawke. I did make a music video for this song.
Scenes playing in my head. I can't even tell if I'm alive or dead.
And you can find that on my YouTube channel.
And I can't even tell if I'm alive or dead.
Victim, victim, victim. This song was an interesting one. This song was written really in one day with my man Davis Sand. We've talked about Davis before. There he is again. Look at him. He's over my shoulder all the time. Davis and I worked on this song really in just one day. I went into his place and he told me to play something on the guitar. What I played was that main guitar part that you hear in Victim. Built the song out, and really it was done in one day, which is very uncommon for me in terms of how I write music. So I think that's kind of cool. Lyrically, it's really just a big middle finger to people in your life who try to get you down. As you grow up, I think you realize that you are the one in control of how you feel, and you shouldn't be letting others control those things in your life. So this is really kind of me saying to all those people I let get in my head or got in my way of how I was feeling about myself in the past. Like, I'm moving past this. That's kind of what the song is about. The song is about getting out that old pent up aggression you have towards people who put you down. There's also a music video for this song.
You don't wanna take me higher. You just wanna douse my fire.
And in the music video, I shaved my head. That's how I ended up with this short hair.
I've been used on the window. You don't wanna take me higher. You just wanna douse my fire.
We're up to song number 8 from Vacationland. This one's called Do You See Me Now? This song started, well, a lot different than how it ended up. Let's listen to the demo. This one was really piano driven when it started, and actually this song was supposed to be part of Oblivion. I actually ended up switching Better Days out right at the end and taking this song off that album. So Better Days, which was on Oblivion, would have been on this album if it wasn't for that last minute change. But because I had more time, I ended up kind of rewriting the structure and made it a lot more guitar driven. And then my man Ted Kim put some drums on it just to really bring it alive. Lyrically, it's kind of looking at somebody who's yearning for a relationship with somebody, but they don't see them. So it's kind of this feeling where you feel like you're not being seen by someone you care about. And at the end of the song, it kind of takes like a tragic turn in the lyricism, and it gets more expansive and builds instrumentally up until that point, till it kind of explodes at the end of the song. So I feel like the music and the lyrics kind of really follow each other nicely throughout this track.
Do you see me now? Do you see me now? Do you see me now?
What if Western Jaguar did Post Malone? The secret track from Vacationland is called I Just Wanna Know. And the reason it's a secret is because it's only on purchasable versions. So like Bandcamp, cassette, CD. It's not available on streaming. So some of you may not even know this song exists, which means you got to get yourself a physical. Copies are available everywhere. Bandcamp, my website, etc. I Just Want to Know really started out as more of a concept for what type of song it was going to be. Again, this was one that Davis helped me out with. Look, he pops up whenever I want him to. And this one we kind of really leaned into more that like that Post Malone kind of feel. And it's something that Western Jaguar hasn't really done before. I've used autotune, I've dabbled in autotune, but I've never had it cranked up really to this degree. But I think it really fits the emotion and the feel of this song well. The instrumentation is very sparse, and the lyrics and the vocals themselves are really what shines through.
You didn't care enough.
The final song from Vacationland. This one started completely different. Here's me and the boys back when the band was going playing this song in 2019. As you can see, this was more of like a punk tune. And as I tried to re-record this myself, I just couldn't get the same feel as we got all the band together. So it gave me an idea. The lyrics are kind of more soft, more pensive. So I'm like, what if I took the lyrics as the guide and made the instrumentation match up more? From there, I ended up adding like these rubber bridge guitars, which is something I've never done before. But all I did is I took a rubber band and I laid it over my acoustic guitar to get like that rubber bridge effect. It was kind of an experiment in trying to record that way as well. I honestly think it parallels really nicely with Just Racing, which was the last song on Oblivion, as it has like a similar feel, a similar vibe to that. And I just felt it was a good way to wrap up what is Vacationland.
Have you ever wondered? I would just
to Vacationland. I'm so thankful for everyone who's been listening. And again, there are more things on the horizon, I guarantee.
I would know better than that.